Hey guys, what's going on? Who's all in the building today? Let me know how I sound. Good evening, Lee. Good evening, LJ. Always, like I always say, put in the chat where y'all from. I was having all kind of issues today, but I came on here, guys. Let me know if y'all can hear me good. Thanks, guys. Share the live out. Share the live out if you can. Thank you, guys. Man, it's been crazy. Okay, I got some stuff for y'all today. We about to bust some people out. I got a particular video we about to bust out real quick. Let me let this play. And then I'm gonna go over a little bit of Corey and Anton, which was absolutely crazy. Hold up.
I walk into the CVS. I walk past a gentleman. The gentleman goes, "You're so beautiful." Thank you. Keep it moving. I go collect what I need to collect. Join the line. He's on the line in front of me. He turns around and he goes, "Are you taken?" I said, "Taken from what?" And he goes, "Are you married?" With his finger up. I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Because you're beautiful." I said, "Okay, thank you."
And she knows darn well that she knows what that man meant when he said, "Are you taken?" And yes, I went through her profile. I found all kind of interesting things. We're gonna go after though. We're gonna let her cook though real quick.
And then he looked at me and turned around. Right? And so when men are interested in a woman, right, when they think a woman is beautiful and they want access to her, the only thing they're concerned about is if there's another man in the picture. They never ask, "Do you think I'm attractive? Are you interested in me? Do you feel like being bothered?" None of that matters. The only thing that matters is if there's a man barring entry. This is why I never say I have a man. I don't need to parade a man around to reject men. I have a man. That's why I can't give you my phone number. No, I don't give you my phone number because I don't want to. I'm not interested in you. I never use that because that's not the reason why I don't want to give you access to me. Because the fact is, nothing stops humans from interacting with each other. Marriage don't stop. Y'all know y'all single husbands be out there, right? So nothing stops people from doing what they want to do. So I don't use that as a reason. I'm not giving you my phone number because you're a stranger, not because I have a man, right? I'm not talking to you, or I don't owe you an answer. Are you taken? Are you married? Why? That's the first thing men ask. Are you married? And then they assume when I say no that I'm open to prospects. I'm not. I'm in here buying game, right? So, these are the things that, that shows that men don't really, you're just something they want access to. And the only thing they respect is other men. They don't respect your desires. Again, men don't respect women. Men are chivalrous to us and they lead with compliments. I know how I look. I look at myself every day, right? What else is there? Right? Compliments are nice, cool, but oftentimes they're a way to disarm women because women are vanity driven and they detail how pretty they are. Right? And to me, compliments mean nothing unless I find the man attractive. Like, that's the truth. If I find the man attractive or if I'm attracted to the man, if I want him, those compliments mean something. Random men on the street, I don't give a fuck if you think I'm beautiful. But thank you. Men don't like the idea that women only want to be pursued or desired by men they find attractive. Because most men are unattractive physically. They could be good people, but looks attract, right? That's a fact. Men are approaching women they're attracted to. Men approach women that they possibly want to sleep with. But the thing is, men don't have the luxury of pick, choose, and refuse the way women do. Women have more sexual access than men, so we can pick, choose, and refuse. And the more attractive you are, the more you can pick, choose, and refuse. Men don't have that option, really, so that most of them have to take what they can get. Right? And so, unfortunately for men who are not attractive, oftentimes women don't even want to hear what you got to say because you're not attractive. And that's how they approach you, because they don't even want to know if you find them attractive. They don't even want to know if you're interested. They just want to know if there's a man stopping them from pursuing you because they don't respect you. They're only chivalrous. They're only saying and doing things because they want access to you. Like, when you really look at things for what they are, it's really all underwhelming. Right? I know what I look like. Right? I've been attractive all my life. Right? Men have always desired me. Right? As with other women. Right? A woman is a woman. Right? We have different levels of attractiveness, and it is what it is. Right? But the gentleman wasn't attractive. That's what kind of annoyed me too, because I'm looking at him and his attire, and why are you talking to me? I know that's fucked up, right? I know it's
like I always say, if they like you, they're attracted to you. It's not harassment. They don't mind you talking to them. So that's why when women be like, "I don't like a man talking to me." No, you don't like that man talking to you. If it's a man that you like, You don't, if it was Chris Brown, you have no problems.
It's messed up, but that's just the way that it is for men. I mean, I wasn't born a man, so I don't have to worry about that stuff, and nor do I have to consider men's feelings or consider what their barriers are, because they don't give a fuck about how I feel.
And that be the problem. You always got all these women on here talking about they don't care about how men feel. That's the problem. But let you say anything to the untouchables, the modern women, they go nuts. They will have a parade. You're not allowed to say anything, but they are allowed to sit on Al Gore's internet and stump y'all to the ground like the movie Stump the Yard. This is what I'll be talking about right here.
Have any of you ever been asked by a man, do you find me attractive? Are you attracted to me? Do you even want me talking to you? I can guarantee most of you have not had a man ask you any of those things. All right, so, I mean, things are what they are. I mean, life is not fair.
Now, of course, I want to, first of all, she has witch in her name. All these modern day
a lot of the messages that I deliver.
Look, okay. Oh, we ain't even got to the good part yet. I couldn't believe it. She talking about she don't like men, but she doing everything in her power to attract them, right? You doing everything in your power. Yes, you can hear the loneliness in her voice, right? Look, she all on there on her page wearing floss. Look, she got the big old baboon beach balls.
Looks like you forgot. Once again, how powerful.
Now, what I want to know is, how does somebody have a screensaver of your face? I'm gonna tell you right now, man, you go out with a woman and she has a screensaver of her face and her flapjacks to the sky. You ain't got no chance. I'm gonna tell you right now that is a, like, she calling there all the men narcissists. Baby, what do you think you are? Come on now. That's wild to me. That is deeply strange that you even have that. Look at the screensaver of yourself. These are leaders. These are the leaders. And this ain't nothing what I found on this page. I'm going in today. I'm going in. Wait till y'all, like, this is crazy to me. This is a renegade that cannot stand men. She can't stand men going around shouting her rage. Look at that. What kind of woman why are you in your room putting this on social media? But you can't stand men so much. Isn't this the woman that just said she can't stand when the men say hi to her? Didn't she just say she don't care what men think, she can't stand them? But you on here pushing those flapjacks together. Who you doing it for? Who are you doing it for? Terrorists. Yeah, you're not lying about that. Street meet Keisha in the building all day long, Ryan. You know it. Out thirst trap. No, baby, no. I'm gonna tell you right now. When these women are setting these thirst traps, be very, very, very careful, okay? Because they mad. They setting the traps out, but they not getting stuck in them. The men are not putting their foot in their traps. They walking around them traps. They know what it is. And then you get on here and now you're mad. Now you're angry. Does that look like a woman who don't care about what a man thinks, or what she say? She said, I love just turning that. She made a comeback too for that video because I guess people came for her. That's gonna be at the end when we get done with the things that she's doing to herself. That I had to go all the way down to the bottom of her page to find these pictures. Like, come on. All those books in the background. Come on. What is this? Is sick. You gotta be a sick person. Like, come on now. You say you can't stand the guys. I can't tell. Your page said something different. Your page is screaming something different. Like this right here. Okay. You thought to yourself, let me. I think she's on the floor. I don't know. You thought to sit on the floor and crop open your legs like a dirty roach and sitting on Al Gore's internet talking about you can't stand men. No, 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 baby. You loving that attention. She is loving the attention all day long. So while she is preaching to the women to not talk to the men, and y'all don't need men. Come on. Yeah, there's nothing to the imagination when it comes to this woman, okay? There's nothing to the imagination. So while she's making videos about these center men, and it looks like men is the center of her life. The center of your life. When the woman's profile is like this, guys, I'm telling you right now, okay? This is diabolical. This is diabolical. Hold up, let me play this one. Hold up. Look at this. What are you doing?
The way that he is, the manly ways that are considered toxic.
Let me go back to that because that was just crazy.
A man that won't allow himself to be compromised for feminine companionship. A man that doesn't want to sit around and polish my nails and gossip.
Another picture of her on her phone. Who is doing this? This woman is probably in her 50s. She's in her 50s doing this, guys. Like, come on. Like, this is the craziest. And the stuff I found in her mouth is even more crazier.
Doesn't interfere with the business of women. He's not here with the business of women. He's not my bestie. He's my man.
Do y'all see the demonic piercings in this woman's mouth? I do. You telling me I ain't never seen a woman that had 3 of them. Like, what is that about? Where is that? Where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? What kind of freaky stuff is this? What is this? Now, as you see in her earlier videos, she was telling men to keep their masculinity, but I guess that wasn't selling too much for her. So then she switched over by telling the men that they was toxic for having any masculine energy. What in the 90 shades of gray is going on? That's crazy to me. I just want to, I wanted y'all to see, like this is crazy to me. Yeah, she's actually.
You are not feminine because you lack boundaries. You are not feminine because you lack self-esteem and self-respect. Beautiful, sexy, pretty, feminine, sovereign, without the finances and resources of a man. They're only used to women who cannot live, cannot survive, cannot thrive without a man feeding.
No, no, no. You are not going to have no blue balls in your mouth.
Cannot survive, cannot thrive without a man feeding.
That is nuts to me.
They're really not working with much. The only thing left, let me have some children. So at least people will know that I existed after I'm gone. But even then, nobody gonna give a fuck, right? Because
let me tell you that these are a lot of these women's leader right here. Right here. 3 tongue piercings. That look dirty and disgusting. Have we lost? Why are we lost?
they don't matter now.
What is that? Please tell me. I've never seen a woman like this that had 3 piercings in her mouth. 3 piercings in your tongue? Why? Why do y'all have so many piercings in your mouth? This look like some Medusa stuff or something to me. I don't know. Like, yeah, very, very lonely person, Lee. It has to be. It has to be. Yeah, I guess so. She got them in her mouth. She got she got them in her mouth. Like, that's crazy to me. And then you got the nerve that you didn't order some little blue earrings, toxic blue earrings, probably from China, and you got them in your mouth. It's making your teeth blue. You can tell women how to hate men, but you ain't got enough sense to take that out of your mouth or to not put it in your mouth. Come on, quit playing with me.
Their last names mean nothing now. They have no money now. They're just nobodies now. So the children are there and they should not have access.
Now, this is the video that she made after everybody came back on her from the little thing that she came out and said that she went to the store and she don't want to talk to me.
To women, they're socially awkward. They don't have money. Like, I always talk about this with women. Most men don't have money. What they have is a job. They have some sort of stability, but they don't have the finances to change a woman's life. Right? Most men are working under a salary cap. Most men will perish either poor or on a fixed income. Most men will perish powerless. Right? But because of the fear that women have when it comes to men and the worship along with that fear, many of you look at men in a way they shouldn't be looked at. Like, this is why it's easy for me to reject men, not because I hate them. It's because most men should not have even been born. Natural selection, sexual selection was tampered with. And so now we have the results of inferior genetics, right? Weak seed amongst us. I've gone viral plenty of times. And, it just seems like this last time it was a lot. I couldn't believe, like, where did these men spawn from? Right? I looked at their profiles. I looked at their face, their bodies, a lot of them don't have access to women. And I know that I can guarantee 99% of them would never speak to a woman that looks like me in real life. Never. Most men will never be able. Social media gave men too much access to what was unrealistic to them. And I'm a woman in this world. Most men do not have access to women, to beautiful women, to sexy women, to baddies, to women that they claim they don't want when it's really they can't have them. I walk into
This never gets old. I mean, did she actually say men don't have access to baddies? Most men are not looking for quote unquote baddies. Let's start there. Okay. We already done proved that. What does a baddie bring? A so-called baddie. What is it that they bring? What is it that she thinks that somebody is looking for? I think a man is looking for some cooperation. They don't care about your IG poster picture that you just put up. I'm just saying. They don't care about that. They honestly don't. But this is what they hang on. This is what they hang on. So you come on this social media internet and y'all just run through these streets and say just the most craziest things. Are you mad because they're not picking you? You see her, she said, and most of them have 4s and 5s. Most of them have 4s and 5s. What does she think that she is? What did she think she is? She got piercings of blue balls in her mouth. Who built the car, the place, and everything else? This bitch is dumb as she is. She is, and she's not. And you're not lying. What is it that she think that she brought to the table? What are you bringing besides destruction onto your page, to your platform? Okay. And I would never even really give her too much of anything, but I had to go down that page and show y'all, like, this is, and it's wild to me how the comments that surrounds her, but notice they say misery loves company. Misery loves company. And this is why I say I don't go around people I can't learn from. What is a friend or a sister, or if she's a mother, what they gonna learn from this woman? They gonna learn how to hate. They gonna learn how to be pissed on Saturday, okay? Because this don't even make sense. Just because you think you are cute or you got tons of DMs, it doesn't raise your value. It honestly doesn't. So while you're sitting there mad, and you coming on here, it's almost like she's walking through social media like Sophia on Color Purple after Harpo and smacked her. Like, come on, lady. You got to be smarter than this. Then she talking about most women fear men. How? How? What are you talking about? What? I can't tell they fearing them. They busy having babies by them, so they don't fear them too much. And I said this. I said a good thing that that they come on here and they post this crap on social media. That way people can see it. That way people can see it. Lady, don't nobody care what you drive. They don't care what you put on. You know what I mean? You cannot buy class. I don't care what you do. And this is the type of stuff. And this is why I believe a lot of children shouldn't have TikTok. They shouldn't have social media access because a woman like this, okay? You honestly shouldn't. This is a lot. Like, and kids, they don't even know what to do with this. Just imagine. I mean, I really hope that she doesn't have any kids, because if she does, it's over. It's over. She's just sitting there. Because if she shame men, she gonna shame her son. She's gonna shame her son all day long. Her son ain't got a chance. That's what I'm talking about. Most women only want 20% of men. Actually, I think most women, I think most of them, the crazy ones, the modern women, they want the 10%. They don't even want the 20. She's giving a little bit too much right there. I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna say they want the 10%, which is ridiculous to me. Y'all want the top earners, y'all want the tallest ones. Like, make it make sense. Yeah, they want the ones they don't even qualify for. You heard what she said? She said, I know I'm pretty. You ain't got to tell me I'm nice looking. And hit that like button, guys. We be having a lot of people up in here, and we be having like 30 likes. Hit that like button. Thank you, Ebony. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Call a man unworthy. What did she said that we have a lot of bad seed out here. She's one of them. You are one of the bad seeds. Just because you dress it up, you put some makeup on, it doesn't make it more cute at all. We see right through it. I don't understand how people come on here with their own hurt. And this is what I gotta say. You gotta be careful. People will put you in their hurt box. They sitting in their little ball of hurt. They gonna put you right next to them as a passenger. For real. You sit around. I'll say this all the time. People are like sponges. Yeah, I'm telling you. You sit around somebody, you're gonna get whatever soak out of that sponge. It's just gonna land on you. And I mean that. And this is why I say I don't care if you're family. Just because you family don't mean I gotta be around you either. That's nope. No, that's why I say when we kids, right? We are placed around our friends because maybe we're living somewhere and you make friends with whoever's across the street or next door. When you're grown, you actually get to pick your circle. You get to pick your circle. You get to pick it. It's not just placed in there with you like a playpen, right? And I feel sorry for the circle that the women, if the women are picking her to be in their circle, baby, that's sad. And I mean, y'all gotta watch out for this. When you see women and they sitting there playing videos like this is horrible. What is she adding? What are you adding to the community, baby? Like, this is rough. This is rough. Hit the like button, guys. If you just came in, hit the like button. Like, this is a rough situation. Like, off of fear and your madness. Anybody that goes and gets all those piercings in your tongue, you are a straight renegade, babe. That is not ladylike. And these be the women that be talking about, well, if I meet a man and he puts me in my femininity, nobody can put you in your femininity. You either have it or you don't. It's not something that it's not nothing that a man can bring to the table as if it's some perfume and say, I got you something today. He can't pull it out and I got you something. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. I'm gonna need women to quit saying that if a man makes me feel safe. Some of y'all don't feel safe because y'all's parents. Because your parents. It has nothing to do with the man that you are dating. It has nothing to do with the things that it doesn't. Y'all like to blame the men for every single thing. But a lot of that is in y'all, guys. Her circle is not having humble. And you know what? They're probably not having humble. They probably a whole circle full of this, everybody traumatized. Everybody traumatized. I told somebody the other day, you sit around people, you better hope that you can learn off of them. That's all I'm gonna say. And I mean both ways. You should learn off them. They can get something from you. Like, I don't want nobody just draining all of my energy with craziness. And this lady is crazy. Little witches. Even that sprinkle lady. I mean, these women don't know they follow witches around. These are the witches of Eastwick. The new version, 2026. This is what this is. And they not afraid to talk about it. They be watch, I'm telling you. And the women act like they don't know what's going on. You know what's going on when you see this crap. Y'all, I don't know why y'all okay this, okay? This is wild to me. The point that, like, what, she gonna lead y'all's ass right into the pit of hell. I'm telling y'all right now. You don't gotta, and then just her mouth, the way she cuss. Remember, this was the same one that said that if she was to have a baby, remember, she said if she was to have a baby, she said she's not leaving the hospital, no Honda or no Toyota. She said, you can't even buy me a Porsche or a G-Wagon. Remember when she said, like, come on. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? That is material items. You know how many women right now are suffering because all they have is their material items. But who are you as a person? Who are you as a person at the end of the day? How do you make people feel? And it's sad because the same way people are looking for positive stuff, some people are looking just for really negative stuff too. And that has to be her audience. That has to be her audience. It has to. Other than that, I don't know who will sit there and listen to her. She's a lot. She's a lot. And the point that she can sit there and say that you didn't know, the point that she can say, the man walked up to her, told her she looked nice. She's like, I know I'm beautiful. You ain't got to tell me that. This is why men stop telling y'all a lot of stuff now. This is exactly why men don't say nothing to y'all. And this is why y'all making videos talking about the men don't come up to us now. They don't know what to say. Y'all leaving them with no room. What do y'all want? Y'all want the men to be powerless? Y'all want them to be powerless, but you want the men to do everything. Make it make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. I don't care how you shake a stick at it. You can't have both. You can't have both. You don't get to say, you don't get to tell the men, don't say nothing about what I have on, don't say nothing how I look, nothing. But give me your check. Give me a check. And let me make all the decisions. That's not how life works. So I'm gonna need the ladies to get a good understanding. It's not working, and it's showing. This is not my opinion. This not my opinion. Not my opinion. So all my the hating besties I got that be in my comments that don't want to come up on the show and talk, because you can't, as long as you got a picture, okay? Yeah, thank you to the internet. I keep telling the ladies, y'all putting up all this stuff on the internet and y'all wondering Why the men are not saying nothing to y'all. There's no way you can get a valuable man that's going to come to her that really likes her. No way. I can't see it. I can't even envision it. It's that like who this Dusty 304 taking all those pictures. All them pictures. Come on now. This is what you think about the video. What video? Which one? I'm just saying, like, this is wild to me. Just I always tell people everything is a current. Just like the electric wires that run to your house, your apartment, wherever you live at, everything is a current. And I'm very, very careful who comes down my timeline, whether it's social media. I'm careful which movies I watch. I gotta go to sleep at night. And there's some things I don't want in my mind. And this would be one of them right here. Okay. This would be one of them right here. And like I was saying earlier, right? I think the women think because the men are trying to holler at them, they're giving them gassish behavior, they're telling them they're cute. Just because somebody is attracted to you, that's not commitment. It has nothing to do with commitment. And y'all, and it's almost like you can't even go talk to some of these women. These women will have you on a story time on TikTok. You be getting in your car and they be right there taping you. You won't even know it. They be in the like this man just try to holler at me. Can y'all believe that? You don't even know you didn't made it on the internet. You didn't made it on the internet. Like this is wild to me. You can't put everything on the internet, guys. You just can't. You just cannot. It says most women sleep with 20% of the pookies that pass them around like a. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, they all getting passed like a burnt black and mild, like a burnt black and mild. You know, I know they all feel it. They all feel it when they get that one-way ticket. These are women that they send them one-way tickets. They're gonna send you a one-way ticket. You ain't gonna have the other way back. You know, you gotta see how the weekend goes. And y'all silly. And you know I'm telling the truth because you see videos of women saying they stuck somewhere. How you riding out on a one-way ticket? I'm gonna tell the ladies that's in the back that don't say nothing in the comments. Oh, please like this live, guys. Before y'all do anything else. You don't go nowhere on a one-way ticket. And why do you keep doing that? Because y'all looking for a fantasy. You're looking for a fantasy. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They turn the camera on. You got women out here, and then to make it so bad with social media right now, right? It's so bad. People are trying to find any type of content. So you got women going around men, right? They're going around men, knowing that the men might try to holler at them, and they're flipping out on the men. They're screaming. Remember the one lady pulled out a maxi pad and was. I'm not making this up. I had a live about it not too long ago. I don't know if y'all was in here, but the lady took the pad and she was holding it up. No, she was holding it up like she was in color purple, like she was Celie with the two fingers. Like it was wild to me. And I don't believe the men was even trying to holler at her. And then you got the nerve to put the camera on the guys and was like, he tried to holler at me. He tried to holler at me. And he tried to holler. And imagine them probably don't have no idea that they are on this woman's channel. They have no idea. It says, nah, it says, Travis says, nah, I'm not saying it's to nobody. I'm sassy. Come to me first. Oh, but you know, it don't even matter sometimes when they come to them. A girl made a video talking about she came over trying to talk to a man, and basically she was saying how the man didn't want to talk to her. She was like, it was so disrespectful. What up, Gunmetal? Said just had a real-time prissy interaction with a modern sister girl. Interacted with half a dozen women at work. And one going to give lip and disrespect when she didn't get what she wanted. Yeah, I mean, the men, they're not trying to be embarrassed, ladies. We're living in a time, fellas, you got to watch it. Embarrassing the men is content right now. It really is. And it's moving faster than any other content. Embarrassment, embarrassing the men, and like what I say all the time, it's funny and it's cool to embarrass these men and to laugh about them and to dissect them. It's not to me, it's not to y'all, but it's funny to them. Like it's quite disgusting. Her to sit there talking about men are broke and talking about they gonna die. What she said? What was the word she said? Hold up. What she say? She said they was gonna die. What? With this blue mouth?
Right? Because they don't matter now. Their last names mean nothing.
Who gets this? Come on now. What is this? What in the voodoo is going on? I don't trust nobody with blue teeth. I don't trust nobody with blue teeth. What is this about? What is it about? Why do we okay everything? I'm tired of seeing all them unnecessary piercings. Y'all just running out of things to do. I'm just saying. Like, yeah, I'm thinking she is from New York. What you think, Divine Photos? Is she around your neighborhood? This definitely sound like a New York girl. This don't. I'm not getting Indiana vibes or Virginia vibes. I am definitely getting. I'm getting the Bronx vibes off of this woman right here. That is what I'm getting about. Oh yeah, she probably got everything pierced. She got anything pierced that she could think of to try to turn on a man. And I say she trying to set the trap. She trying to set the trap. The trap ain't working.
Most men will perish powerless, right? But because of the fear that women have when it comes to men and the worship along with that fear, many of you look at men in a way they shouldn't be looked at. Like, this is why it's easy for me to reject men, not because I hate them. It's because most men should not have even been born.
She definitely hates men. What do you mean not because you hate them? You definitely hate them. Like, if you're going to stand on something, stand on it, okay? Divine Photo said, don't put this one on New York. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling New Yorkish on this one. Somebody said Barstow, California. Yeah, like come on, yeah, she might be. Now she probably is. Now that definitely she probably is, but that ain't gonna last too long because we all know a lot of women on women action. You got 85% split up rate. You go over there all you want to, probably gay for pay. I don't know. Gay by default. A lot of them is, I'm just saying. Like, it's sad to me. It's really disgusting. It is really disgusting on why these women have this network. It really honestly is. Let me see. I don't know. Let me see. Hold up. Like, it is, man. Ain't it crazy? How she came up through your timeline and I'm sitting there talking about her, right? Yeah, I'm talking about her because when I went through her page and really seen what kind of person that she was on here, I mean, it didn't shock me though, right? These pictures didn't shock me. People be shocked. Like, no, I'm not shocked. I expect people to be who they are. I honestly do. Okay, like, and this woman, every bit of what she's doing, this is who she is. She a whole 304 on a 304 Hate Man tour with the drums. She got the band. She got the band and everything. Now this was at the bottom of her page, but she's such a psycho. I at least would have took the pictures down. You in there squatting dirty with your big age in some lingerie. Come on now. What is wrong with you? Yeah, you love your brothers. What it say? Love your brothers. Hate your man. She gonna find my page. They find my page, they gonna be hot. I already told y'all when I go up on their lives and they see my name, they be like, that's that one. They be like, that's that one girl. This is crazy to me. It says if she never used anything men has done. Yeah, of course she used everything that men have done. Men made the world. They built everything. What did I say the other day? You call a tow truck, electrician, plumber, anything. Most likely Maggie's not coming. Maggie's not coming. Maggie's not coming in the door, okay? So we can drop that right now. Maggie's not coming up. This is what they do, you know, and you sit up there and say what you hate, what you don't like, but you honestly do like them. You love the men. You love them. They hate men, but want a baby from a man. Oh, they definitely do. Oh, she wants, yeah. I don't know. She look like she hate kids. What they call them? They got a new term over there on TikTok. They call them crotch. They call them crotch demons. They actually call them crotch demons. They actually call the kids crotch demons. These are the crazy women that's over there. Like I was on the lady that said she would not want to do a coffee date. You know, the bigger lady that was saying that somebody asked her for a coffee date. I don't think nobody asked her to go on coffee date or anything. I think she was just trying to make some content. Well, I've seen one of her lives because for some reason, some higher power just keeps pushing me over to their lives. I don't even follow these women, but they push me over to their lives because they probably don't make content about them. I don't know. And she said, I don't even want to have crotch demons. She's like, I will never. And then come find out, I went on her page and I came back and I said, well, you had a hysterectomy, didn't you? But you see what I'm saying? You over here talking about how you don't want, you over here rooting not to have crotch demons, but you call it another word for kids in y'all's demonic mind. And you can't even have any kids. She was mad. I recorded it. I might play it one day. I'm just saying, like it's crazy to me, you know. Y'all don't realize y'all are following these women who can't even like they can't even walk the walk. They can't even walk down the street to even try. So when they saying that they you know that they, that they hate men and this and that, they can't get them. They can't get them. Nobody's knocking on his door. Divine Photo said they love doing that squat pose. What is this? Why do y'all do this? Why do y'all do this post? You see, I had to put the little sad face right there because she was all hanging out. She was hanging out like she was hanging out of the car. And then this be the same woman that will probably, you will send her a DM and she'll make content out of it. she'll be like, why this Dusty was in my DMs? Like, this is the kind of woman, right? I mean, come on, like you leave food on the porch, somebody gonna come sniffing. They ain't staying. They not staying though. They not going in the house. They just going to the porch. This is that woman believes food comes from grocery store. I'm just saying, like, yeah, just old stinky poses. Old stinky poses. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Pretty please. Yeah, come on. Like, can we please come back to some type of reality? This ain't it. This is not it. Yeah, this is a queef air pose. You're not lying. I bet you she probably had, and I think she used to be bigger. She was a little bigger. Normally, when girls are bigger and they you know they get smaller. Normally those are nice girls. You ever met a woman and she'd be real big and she lost a lot of weight? They're normally nice. They're normally really nice. They still got the big girl personality. Not her. Like she, like, when I looked, I was like, "Dang, she's kind of mean." Like that was shocking to me. Normally they still have like like a really nice personality. Nope. No, that's not her. She's not moving. This is Anna. This is the sexy pose. Yeah, this is the sexy stanky pose that the women that say, "What are you looking at?" They wear these like, "What you looking at? Why are you looking around me?" Yeah, this is what they do. This is what they do. This is what they do, especially this one. What you doing with that one? What you doing? What you doing? They always listen to some old Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B type of situation. Okay. Then you got the ones that if they ain't doing this stanky poses online, they do the let's get dressed with me. while they sitting up in their Hanes underwear talking about I was thinking about wearing pink today. We know what y'all doing when y'all do that. How many likes is it, guys? Somebody put in the chat. Hit the like button, guys. Like, this is crazy to me. Yeah, I mean, there's no way that you can meet a woman like this and say you didn't know her personality. There's no way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I honestly don't. You honestly seen this. This woman is living who she is. She's who she is. She is. I'm just saying. Somebody said they smell a lot of a cap in the chat. Jay said he smell a lot of cap. I guess Jay is saying that that y'all would be with it. Is that what you mean, Jay? 20 likes so far. Get them likes up, guys. Go outside of the chat if you got to. Go and hit that like button. We definitely should have more than 20 likes in here. Yes, yeah. Breasts and thighs everywhere. And we ain't talking about chicken. We ain't talking. There ain't no chicken in the building. Just imagine if she has kids. And it was crazy to me. Women they don't mind being social media friends with their kids and have the exact same content up. She could be friends with her 15-year-old daughter. I promise you, this would be the same page that they would do TikTok dances from. I promise you it will. Yeah, hit the button, guys. Hit the buttons. Okay, you hit it. Good. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. It says this is for having a non-Anton Corey stream. Oh, I'm gonna talk about them too in a little bit. It won't be long. It won't be long. Thank you, Squeegee Kids. I appreciate the $4.99 super chat. It helps my stream keep going. It keeps my channel keep moving. So I appreciate everybody who is members, who super chat, who come on here, who likes my content. Believe me, I am grateful. I appreciate you. What it say? It says, thank you, baby. No, this ain't nothing. Y'all know this ain't no picture of me. Let me tell you something. It don't even matter if they got kids. I just seen them taking pictures and the toddler sitting right there. Pictures, the toddler be sitting right there by her calves. She be petting the toddler's head like they're a German Shepherd and telling them to move out the way. Mommy got to get this picture. So it doesn't matter. Nothing embarrasses them. They're not embarrassed anymore. They're not. This is not an embarrassing moment. This is not even probably embarrassing to this woman. Okay. The point that she put witch in her name, that honestly tells you a lot. Okay. Anybody going by the word witch is a problem. Okay. Think about it. Sprinkle actually came out here and said that she was a whole witch, and she still got followers. She still has followers. Make it make sense. They don't mind following each other into destruction. This is why you got all them women on vacation trips, and they all deep 6 and 8 of them like pound puppies in the room. They be traveling, going to Greece or going to Spain or wherever they going.
He's not here.
They don't mind. They don't mind. It's not a thing to them. It's not a thing to them. They don't realize they can't even afford those vacations. You can't even afford the vacations that y'all are trying to pay for. Y'all can't. You see the girl out on yesterday. She was on Kendra talking about she need a man to take her to Miami every week. or he needs to take her out of town once a month. What are y'all? Why do y'all gotta go out of town so often? What is the thing about the vacations? You still take your personality with you. I keep telling y'all that. You don't get to leave who you are. If you're 304 and you've been 304 and everywhere in the world, it's going to show. Okay. There will be signs. Thank you, Ashley, for productions. I appreciate you. You said I'll get with her in exchange for a green card. Look, they even going over there. They're going, you know what? They're going over. This is the new thing they doing. The girls are going over where they think the passport bros are at, because they think the passport bros got money. So now they going over there to, they trying to get passport grandpas over there. Yeah, I'll see the TikToks about it. I think I did one yesterday on a live, the little pop-up live I did yesterday. Remember, I had the women, they put the little cartoon heads over all the men with the little liver spots on their hands, like, like it was different men. They have one of them little concert short sets, but they don't show their face. The same way they go on these vacations and you just be seeing them over the balcony, but you be like, who you with? Show who you with, Sandra. Show who you are with and quit playing with me. This is crazy. There's no way I want to go out of the country to get dogged and be a mattress actress. It don't make sense. Like, why is that a trophy? Why is that a medal to go to another country or just go on vacation? This is crazy. Rangers, feminist women be thinking they're large and in charge, but like my credit cards, I like them quiet and slim. Oh, and don't get me started on that. They don't care. They all be on vacation. 285 and bigger. They don't mind. They got a plus size pop the balloon. Just the beginning of it gave me a headache. It was a lot. It was a lot. And you know why it was a lot? Because it's sad that we are normalizing that. Why are we normalizing women to be 285? Like, you might as well put them in you might as well hurt them. Like why do you want your niece to be suffering to have new surgery? Because her knees are tired. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody, like I always tell everybody, Honey Boo Boo's mama and Donna Ross got the same skeleton system. Okay. There's no way they're gonna see two skeletons and they're gonna be like, that was a big girl right there. That was a small. No, same skeleton. I'm gonna need y'all to quit playing. Like, why are we normalizing that? That's not normal. But that goes along with us being lazy. That goes along with the lazy thing. It definitely does. You not wanting to get up, move your body, do nothing. You just letting yourself just go to waste. Go to waste. Says Ashley, nothing is worth dealing with with all of that. Yeah, I'm telling you. First of all, the modern women are gonna be selfish, okay? They could never become passport sis because they don't because it's a one-way road, right? They don't want to have to offer anything. They just want to exist. They want to exist. They want to turn that phone on and they want to show y'all where they eating, where they going. Like, they won't be able to do that. And that's Ashley's profile pic. Hold on, what was Ashley's profile pic? He switched it up. I ain't see it. What did he put on there? I ain't see. He had a different little profile pic on there. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm telling you right here, you can't be shocked. This is why I tell a lot of the men when they be like, well, she was so different in the beginning. There's no way this woman could be different in the beginning, middle, or the end. Like, this woman has been the same way whenever you said hi to her. Whenever you stuck your neck out there and said hi to this woman, there's no way. She looked like she got an attitude. If my brother bought this home, with 3 earrings, putting on lip gloss, with all these piercings in her mouth. He already know what time we will be on, okay? You can already tell what time it is. Like, this is like only a true renegade do stuff like this. Hit the like button, guys. Yeah, I blame the men on this too, guys, because you got to learn how to say no. You got to learn how to say no. Somebody saying yes to this woman, some kind of way. You know, I mean, they are. Y'all know somebody saying yes to her. Says all the women I grew up with are down bad now, but they don't feel it though. They don't feel that. They don't really feel it until they about to. I'll say maybe in their 40s, maybe 50s. Then that's when they really get to feeling it, because the looks aren't what they used to look like. You know, most people are not just making way more money. Especially a lot of the women, they're not. So now the stuff they were getting away with, it ain't working. They was able to break up with Jake, Mike, and Sean, go out there and get an Eric. Now, only thing she get now is covers on her back or car seats, wherever they at. She's not getting that no more. She's not getting that no more. The attention does stop. I promise you it does. So I keep telling, I keep telling these women, like, like, hey, it's going to happen. Everybody, we all get ugly. We all get uglier. We all start to moving slower. It's a part of life, okay? But for some reason, people think that they can act like this for all their life. They think they have time. Claudia Jordan, Tracy Ellis Ross. I mean, they think they have time, right? I mean, come on. Look at what's the old girl's name? Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey was eating these internet streets up, right? She was having a boyfriend for every couple weeks, right? Like they were midterms, right? And now look, she ended up getting a PCOS or one of those diseases or something going on. Then she was like, you know what? I'm gonna call back in one of my I'm gonna call back in one of my backups. So then she went back to her boyfriend, and he picked the back up. I don't know where his uncle's at, his brothers, his father. He should have picked it back up. You don't go back. Nobody goes and throws their garbage out and digs back in the dumpster and pick it back up and put it back in the car. They don't do that. They don't do that. Yeah, even the filming the food, I'm not a person, I don't film my food. Now, if I was a cook or I was a chef or if I was a blogger of food, yeah, maybe I would, because that's something I would do, right? I don't do that. So I don't see no sense, when a plate comes out, I'm gonna start eating it. I have family members that be like, wait a minute, hold on. Like, it doesn't even come to mind. It doesn't even come to mind to film my food, But that's the sensation of the internet, right? Everybody wants to show off. They want to show off. Watch when you see Valentine's Day. Watch how many women are going to come up here and they're going to say, if I don't get this, I don't get that. They're going to be hot. Some of them even have men, and they look at the rooms that these women set up for themselves. The men are not setting up these rooms. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. But this was wrong with a lot of influencers. They do things and that make you think that man did it. Like how Clarissa went and bought all that Louis Vuitton that Papoose bought it, right? They do the same thing when it comes to Valentine's Day and special occasions and birthdays. They will set that whole room up and be like, thanks, babe. And he has nothing to do with that. She did that. And then that makes women think, oh, well, I've never had a man do that for me. These men are sorry. These men are sorry. And they're not. Babe, you living in your own illusion. Like, it's sad to me that the delusion is that hard. If y'all don't realize that's not happening, it's just the same way when women say, well, if a man is not making reservations and doing this and that, they don't want to talk to him. They don't want to. And it's like, a lot of men, that's not their thing. That's not what they do. They don't sit around and think about rainbows and hearts all day long. They're men. Men and women don't think the same. I need women to really understand that. You know how many women that be talking about they want a divorce and from their husband, they have good husbands, and they want a divorce from their husband because they ain't got roses in a minute or something like that. Like, I mean, come on. You telling me you got a whole man, you got a whole man that is helping you out, looking out for your life. And you sitting there, and I'm telling you, I've talked to the women. I've talked to the women that's actually said this. They was like, and he know I like roses. You're getting something more important than some roses. You got a whole spouse that is over there taking care of business, and you worried about some flowers? Because social media got y'all thinking if you don't have this, something got to be wrong with him. Something got to be wrong with him. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. If you think your granddaddy was out there just always bringing roses in the house and putting up 150 balloons to the ceiling, it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. But that's the entitlement that the women are calling standards. That's what they got going on right now. Squeegee Kid said, no, I think it's the same, but I think it's the same one, but it's still funny. Ashley looking happy in that pic. Like, for real. Y'all know, like, that's not normal stuff. It's not. Classy said all those piercings mean she licks everything. She definitely licks everything. There's nothing that she's leaving out. She's doing everything in her power. Sesame timbers, whatever she got to do. Okay. And a lot of for a lot of men, a lot of women, and they be sister twins. A lot of times they just be hating me. A lot of times, and it's whoever they're next to. This is why I said before, you're gonna see a lot of women who used to be friends, co-workers, whoever they run into, and they gonna grab each other's hands and they gonna be skipping down the street like little Teletubbies. It's whoever's next to them. And that's why I say, I can't even take their gay serious. I can't take their serious anymore. And this is why I'm seeing some of the videos. But the women been married for years and years. The next thing they know, they sitting there next to the coworker. They sitting there next to the coworker. Says the testosterone is in trouble. It's been in trouble. It's been in trouble. Travis said Trump going to create some more laws and make women afraid. Big money ain't playing. Oh yeah, Donnie not playing right now. Okay, Donnie is not playing right now. He not playing with them Pell Grants. He not playing with it's a lot of things that are going in place right now. Okay, and I'm telling you now, what are you going to do if the modern women can't fall back on their jobs, right? And I'm not saying everybody needs to be in a relationship at all. I'm not saying that. But I think that is a way for them to ignore men, ignore bonding with opposite sex, right? What's going to happen? What are we going to do? Like, I'm serious. Ranger says hippos now should go crazy when their food supply is threatened. Well, they're going to be going crazy too. they're going to be going crazy too. That's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, like look, Jay said, I've been ugly. Like Vivica Fox. Yeah, look at Vivica Fox. And I believe 50 Cent really liked Vivica Fox. I bet he did. I bet he did. And these are perfect examples. And I don't know why the women don't like talking about these types of situations, right? If I fell on my bike in a certain part of the road, I would tell women, don't ride your bike right there. That's a bad spot to hit. You don't even want to go through it. But no, we live in a society where women be like, you know what? Let's let them just live in this fairy tale land that they're in. And this is why I say when a woman be wanting to divorce their husbands, a lot of times the husband does not want to be divorced. And I'm not talking about if something threatens your life. I'm not talking about those relationships. That'd be the first thing they throw in. Y'all leave these men. And then a lot of times, y'all don't even make enough money to be by yourself. Stacey Dash is another one. Stacey Dash is another one. Y'all get out there, y'all take that Ozempic and get to eating y'all's muscles away along with your brain. Along with your brain. I'm going to tell y'all right now, and I don't know, and don't get me wrong. I guess if you was already 400, 500 pounds, I mean, I guess you already close to not being here. But anywho, when they taking all that medicine, it's eating your muscles. Like, do y'all not know that stuff's eating your muscles? It's eating your muscles. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it is. Nobody's going to tell. They're not going to tell the girlies. And they got all the actresses. They even got Venus and Serena over there promoting it. And them girls work out on a daily. They probably got diets, they got chefs, but they gonna tell it to y'all and say, this is what we do. It's just like that waist trainer. The Ozempic is the new waist trainer. It really is. It says Damson Iris laying that role as T'Challa in the next Black Panther. He's going to dump her. I hope he does. I really do. I'm sorry. You don't get to drop me off and then think you're gonna come back and pick me up. That's a wanted man right there. That is a wanted, and that man can have anybody he wants. He'd be married the next day. And a lot of people gonna say Lori Harvey can too. No. Not the same. The man that Lori Harvey wants is not gonna get married. That's gonna be the difference. That's gonna be the difference. I know. I see women all the time that who has passed, who left up out of here, their husband was remarried within 7 months. 7 months. Somebody was waiting on them with a pie from the church. Happens all the time. I don't see men going to women's door after their husbands leave up out of here. I don't see that. So they will cuss you out if you eat before the picture. Travis says Valentine's Day is canceled for at least a decade. But like it's another man-made holiday. They ain't even start dating until they made Hallmark. They ain't no dating. Your grandpa seen Priscilla, and Priscilla seen Jim, and they said, let's do this. There was no he gotta take me out on dates and all. It was none of that. It was none of that. And a lot of the women that aren't even being asked to go nowhere. Those be the ones that be like, oh, I'm not going to Cheesecake Factory. I'm not going here. Let me tell you something. These women are going to want to go to White Castle after this winter is over with, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. It doesn't matter where y'all go, ladies, okay? You meet you a decent man with good character. Y'all better hang on him like an emblem, like a Rolls Royce emblem in the front. You better hang on. It says, I mean, I'm just saying, it's a dumpster fire. Well, yeah, you about to see. Travis permanent to further. And the thing is, you see a lot of men. A lot of men are like, I don't care. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. They still working. A lot of men are still working. They not off work. They not off work. A lot of the women are though. Jay said, imagine being cast in a movie with someone who your girl knows. Hold on, who's he been? Hold on, y'all gotta put in the chat because I must ain't never seen that the preview for that. Who's supposed to be playing in there? I mean, I know she she dated a little bit of a little everybody. So who's all in the movie? That's I know it's a lot. Rachel said, imagine if that was flipped, a man wanting to divorce his wife because she missed a spot while cleaning. Yeah, exactly. But I always say, this is what I always say, flip it around. Flip it around. Flip it around. I was just talking to a young lady not too long ago, and she was saying that she wanted to leave her husband. And the reason why she wanted to leave him, believe it or not, was the flower thing. She said because she was like, and he knows I like flowers. I said, but doesn't he do so much more than flowers? I had to point out stuff that this man did for this woman. And we need more women to do that. When women start talking stupid, we need more Cynthias, more Annas, more Rhondas. We need more Dee We need more Sandras to stand on business and guide them back to their family, okay? If not, they're going to come outside, they're going to get hit by a couple cars. And who they going to be good for? I'm just saying. Like, they're not. Instead, when a woman says that to a lot of other women, you know what I mean? Women, they will cheer them on to end their relationship. Hit the like button, guys. How many likes we got? Somebody put it in the chat. Like, and y'all know I'm telling the truth. It says, I don't know, ish, I'm slow. Look, you everything that they say you are when you don't want them, right? It said, hell, move a black in the family. They will move back in with the family. I don't know. I hope, it has been. I've been seeing that though. I've been seeing a lot of women getting divorced and then they want their husband back. Eva just did it. It's been a couple. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a whole video on that. I'm gonna do a whole video on all the women that are famous and they went back in. They went out there and got hit by played in traffic, got hit by some cars, drug up the freeway, thrown off the ramps and bridges, and they was like, you know what? I need to go back home because I'm hurt. And they don't realize y'all leaving. Like, how does if America stop just giving women their kids just off because they have ovaries? If the judge actually said you come in, you leave out what you got. You come in with pop cans and canned goods, that's what you leave with. And they give them 50-50 custody, you will see less divorce. I promise you will. You're not gonna see a lot of people divorcing like that. It's the point that they can leave with something sometimes. And I'm not talking about if somebody's hurting you, ladies. So save the emails. Look, Jay say eats muscles and the facial fat that makes you. Yeah, it does. It does. Talking about that Ozempic. I'm telling you, they are like, come on now. Like y'all gotta get smarter than that. And then you wonder, all you do is you move their fathers out the house. You have a whole bunch of mean little teenagers. Little teenagers, they hate everything in life. I'm just saying. It says women out here rejecting biology and accountability like banks, rejecting their credit cards from overdraw. You not lying about that. That's real stuff right there. It says how many women getting on one knee to propose a marriage? I'll wait. And then you got the ones that say that they never ever want to get married or they don't never want to be with nobody. They'll be like, because I don't want to be with nobody. Yes, you would. You cannot tell me that the kids that y'all are having, that you would not want to, if you can bring a life, you can bring this man's DNA in this world. You cannot tell me that if he gave you a ring that you're going to tell him no. No, you can't tell me that. You had a baby with him? That's your psycho. There's no way. It's just the men are not asking. The men they're not asking. Black men still ask black women to marry more than anybody else. So we need to break that down too. Like, that's not true. A lot of black women be like, they only want the white girls. Not true. That's not true. They are still marrying. A lot of the women, a lot of the black women. So y'all can quit saying that. Brad is not picking the black women up. They're not. So y'all can quit saying that. Y'all, I don't care how much Hollywood. Every time you look at a movie now, it's a black woman, it's a white man. Like all the commercials, the Huggy commercials, I see it. I see what they doing, right? But the thing is, what y'all don't realize, right? I look at how many movies and commercials and stuff that you see on there. Men like what they like. Okay. I'm not saying that they won't hit it. They will get in your DMs, but a lot of times they don't want to marry. They don't want to marry. That's all I'm saying. They honestly don't. Ranger says women like flowers and men like clean, silent homes, but we don't always get what we want. Well, now a lot of the modern women are saying they want to be musty. That's the new thing. They said they want to be musty. They don't want to have to clean. They call it bed rot. They actually have a name for it, where they don't get dressed, they don't brush their teeth, they sit in bed all day long, and they doom throw. It's called bed rot. 20. Okay, Incredible Green said we got 25 likes. Please go out this chat and hit the like button, guys. It's free. It does not cost anything to hit the like button. Hit the like button. If y'all rock with me, hit it. It says being able to initiate divorce and leave with cash prizes should be criminal. It should be. It honestly should be. So you go take this man. Let's just say this man makes 60 grand. You take this man out of his household. And a lot of times, he don't even want to leave. I done seen men in my family have to leave a household where his kids was at. All because Rhonda want to go outside and play in the dirt. I'm telling you, it's an ugly situation. And normally she don't go get nobody no better than the man that she kick out. It's sad. Nobody talks to the kids. The kids just know daddy ain't coming up the stairs. He ain't coming in the house no more. Their mama is back out here. What do you think is going to happen when you take out your income out of the house? You take out a lot of your leadership. I didn't see a lot of kids how they talk to their mama. They're not scared of them. They don't have and just because the women be yelling does not hold authority. Women think they be loud and yelling. The kids ain't thinking about you. This is why that saying always won with about, I'm gonna call your father. I'm gonna call your father. They not scared of y'all. So you take the father out, and now you wondering why you got a little weird little kid now growing in that room, sitting in there playing games all day long. Don't come out the house. Don't have no facial expressions. They don't offer to help them. They don't cut the grass. I ain't never seen it like it in my life. Little boy sitting right there, to be 14 years old playing the game, and somebody outside be cutting the grass. It's bananas to me. It says the woman will go get hit by a car at a hospital and have a guy pay for it. Ain't no new guy paying for that. I'm gonna tell you that right now, JW. Says black women internationally hunch more than we than us. We have more opportunities. It's projection. Well, of course, a lot of things are projection, right? You know that, and this is the thing, right? And they get out here, they see how many women you see get a divorce and they go do better than their husbands. Not many, especially when you got little kids. And I've seen women leave with 3 and 4 kids before. And I always ask them, where are you going? You don't even have enough hands to grab them all while you're crossing the street. Like, where are you going? Somebody gonna get left behind. Somebody is going to get left behind. And if you're familiar with my comments that be on my videos, the women be going, they be going off. They be like, be quiet, shut up. Because you're not allowed to talk about the untouchables. Even this situation right here. I put a post up the other day and I was just saying most fathers don't leave. A lot of them are pushed out. And some of the comments under that post were like, wow, It says if every black man was to marry, there would be still 2 million black women left over. And a lot of, and the thing is, right, there are black women that are still getting married, right? Now I don't know about the new generation. Now, new generation gonna be different. I ain't gonna hold you. This is gonna be real different. This is gonna be real different. Ranger says, can anyone really look down on men who from their own home after a long day off of work rub? Well, yeah, you can't get mad. You can't get, there is one woman I know, her husband and her wasn't getting along. This is the most crazy story ever. She see this, she gonna be mad. I'm gonna tell the story. Her and her husband was beefing. You know that the husband went upstairs to take a shower because, she was doing a silent treatment. She was doing a silent treatment. Husband went upstairs, take a shower. A lot of men have heart attacks on the toilet in the shower. This man had a heart attack in the shower. But since she was so mad at him, the shower's running for like an hour and 30 minutes, right? The man passed away in the shower. And who knows if he could have been saved or not, Hold on to anger. Don't do anything for anybody at all. And I mean, just think about this. But he left up out of here. And I know that was a gut puncher to her, because just imagine if she would even checked on that man. Okay. I never understood how people can be in the same house and do the silent treatment on each other and not say one word. It doesn't make any sense to me. And it's not worth it. What are you gaining? What are you teaching your children? Like, to not communicate? Come on. That's not good. Now that man gone, who knows if he could have been saved, or I mean, who knows? Look, Brock said, I don't play with disrespectful kids. Travis said 5% is going to be the marriage rate with this generation. I'm gonna tell you what. If people ain't even saying hi, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Everybody hit that like button. It's, believe it or not, it's free to hit that like button. Go out there and just hit it. Just touch it just like this. I'm just saying, this generation wants the Walmart, the Walmart card with no effort. Yeah, they do. They want all the they want all the luxury sports stuff that come on a car, but they don't want to put the money down. They don't want to put the money down, for real. Grown men that play video games are okay. All right, cool for you, baby. Some of y'all come in this chat, I'll be like, what is going on with y'all? Oh yeah, the screen is teaching the kids not to talk. You know how many women I've talked to and their kids play video games? I'm talking about all day long. I'm talking about they wake up at 10 o'clock and they play them all night long. That has to be doing something to your brain. They're not even allowed playing stuff like that. And the places that make them, their kids don't play it. I want y'all to think about this. The places that make the countries that make the stuff that we shouldn't have, their kids are not even allowed looking at that type of stuff. They can't look at TikTok. They're not sitting there playing those games. They got some games and some of them, but they're not the same games. They're not running over police officers and and beating down women in alleys. Okay, they don't have those kind of games. They're not at all. So it's just like, what is wrong? Do y'all not understand? Nobody else is playing that type of stuff. Why are we letting our kids have access to that? Even when it comes to a lot of different candy and stuff, they don't eat that stuff. And Europe, all like that, they do, all that stuff is banned. Like the stuff, like why do we have all their banned stuff? Everything that's banned, we are allowed to eat it. We are allowed to consume it. We are allowed to play it. It's not by accident. It's not by accident. You think about it, they make a lot of our power lines, everything. I mean, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. That's all I'm going to say, if we don't get it together. It says China banned it after America controlled it. I think, no, it's a lot of things, even clothes. Now even a lot of clothes makers, it'll say that this would be harmful to for pregnant women. Look on the site. I think California even made a law for a lot of clothes makers. You had to put that on from the dyes and stuff that's in clothes and different things like that. They don't sell that stuff in their country, but they sell it over here. They sell it over here without no problem. Yeah, consumerism is the problem. It definitely is the problem. The consumerism, our food is garbage. Our food is garbage. Anytime you got hamburgers and fries that can be in some drywall for years and years, and nobody says anything about it hasn't even spoiled, we got a problem. We got a problem. Same things with our school system, especially the public schools. Now, why you think they won't go up in there and put ACs in them schools? They don't want to go up in them ceilings and see all that cancer. I don't care how school be open forever. They'll tear the school down before they go in there and put central air in there. They don't want to pull out what's in the walls. Could you imagine what's in the walls? In the ceiling? People don't think about it. I always tell people, whenever they put stuff out, it's always something more going on. Okay. People, especially the super liberals, you know, when they was going off about Trump being having mind issues and this and that, right? They put the foul stuff out there, talking about he building the ballroom. It's always something else going on, people. I don't understand why y'all don't understand that. You gotta understand, you can't always look at the mirage all the time, okay? The mirage gonna get y'all in trouble. Some things is on purpose. Some things are purposely talked about. I don't understand why I don't understand that, right? I don't get it. Like, if they talking about something, my brain instantly starts looking. Let me see what's really going on. My brain instantly starts looking. Let me see what's really, really going on. We got a lot of things happening out here, right? You can't, I gotta stop assessing over the stuff that don't matter, right? I'm serious. Like, it will drive you crazy. Y'all get mad at stuff. Y'all get mad at people that everything they do, they seem like they would do that. Like, you can't get mad at that. It's like taking a McDonald's worker that only been working at McDonald's, they didn't finish school, whatever, and you expect them to run your business, and they've never even touched the cash register. They don't have a smartphone. It's like, what are you expecting out of somebody? I would say you expect people to be who they are. That would take away a lot of your stress. That would take away a lot of your stress. Like, I'm just saying. Like, it honestly will. Oh, yeah. Everything maybe. You know what? And a lot of women are saying they're so masculine, they're so alpha, and this and that. A lot of it is that's what they say when they doing stuff by themselves, when they feel like they're doing something, everything by themselves, they're taking care of their kids, and they're like, well, I have to be masculine, I have to be alpha. You don't have to be anything. You are choosing to be that, okay? You are choosing to do that. Is that if people eat and don't exercise, they can't complain about being obese, right? You got to call a spade, babe. You can't be mad at something that you're making it like that. A lot of these women don't cook. A lot of people don't cook. They go around a drive-through. They go around a drive-through. This thing. I remember back in the day when you got desserts, that was like a treat. You didn't have this. You did not eat like that every day. You didn't just eat stuff like that. My parents, they didn't make stuff like that. They just didn't. My mom never made Kool-Aid. She never, she didn't have Coca-Cola in the house, Whatever you feed your kids, that's what they're gonna get used to. Okay. They used to having hot Cheetos for breakfast. That's what they're gonna eat. That's what they're gonna eat on. You go to the grocery store, everything in your cart, you got from the middle of the store, in the middle of the aisles of the store, that's what they're gonna look like. You can't get mad when you got to go buy your daughter a date for prom. There's no reason for teenagers to be 300 pounds. Go to some of these high schools and just look. It's going to shock you that they are high schoolers. It's going to shock you. And for real, I think that's mean to the kids. You already starting them out wrong. You already starting them out with a hard life. You already rushing them into knee surgery. You are. And it's yeah, like it's not good. It's not good. No, we never had stuff like that. Even when it comes to holiday time, barbecues. Why do people have 3 and 4 cakes and peach cobbler and pies? Like why does everybody have to be stuffed? Why do people gotta like eat until their stomach hurt? Like, what is that about? It's bad. It's bad. Everything rubs each other's hands. Everything does, from the food to the drug market. It all rubs each other's hands. They're all shaking hands with each other. I'm telling you, it is. So don't be shocked. Like you don't got to consume every single thing. Everything ain't for consumption. I'm sorry, it's not. And the women get mad when you say something about, even her size. Like, why do y'all want y'all's daughters to be so huge? And this is not a thing about vanity. Like, this is health wise. Like, that's not good. Ain't nothing good about that. What's good about that? You love your kids. Why feed them all? Like, you got to think like this is most women don't cook nothing. Everything is frozen. They don't know how. They don't even know how to. So it's not even a thing because they don't know how. They don't. Now, that's all I'm saying. Like, hey, you gotta try. Right now, we live in a world of where everybody got hookahs and vapes in their mouth 24/7. I'll be like, what is going on? It says, men, if women don't meet your standards and fix it, then you don't gotta stand around something that you don't like, right? And you gotta look at that too. If a woman is 350 pounds, what do you think she's gonna feed you? You're gonna have indigestion before 4 o'clock. and I mean that. So that's the chances you take when you talk to somebody and if they don't care about themselves, you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance. Your kids don't have a chance. They're gonna be drinking Pepsi through the baby bottles. And y'all know I'm telling the truth, okay? Some things don't even make no sense, right? Like it just doesn't. You got people out here that they out here putting salt on salads. I've seen it. Because that's their taste buds. It's like anything else that you do, like, right? You prepare yourself. You prepare yourself, right? So this is why I'm just saying you can't get mad at stuff that we're doing to each other. We're doing it to ourselves. We are doing it to ourselves. Like, I'm just saying, and they get mad. They get mad. They get mad. I think I'm a regular sized woman, right? Like, I'm a regular sized woman. About 129. And when I go to a barbecue or anything, they all be like, what you eat? Nothing? You probably don't eat nothing, do you? I'm like, I eat. And I don't think I'm a skinny mini girl, right? But there's nothing wrong with being skinny. There's nothing wrong with being skinny. Being that size is probably the size most people should be. We so used to everybody being precious because society has made it seem like 285 is the normal weight. It's not. It is not. It's not. And this is why, as Americans, when they made all them jokes and stuff about us with all them darn AI videos and showed us working at the warehouses, we was all like 300, 350 in those videos. We are becoming a joke. We're becoming a joke. And there's no reason why we have to. Yeah, I think what I say, a lot of people don't even drink water. They don't drink water. There's videos out there of women saying they hate water and they're trying to figure out ways to make water better. So they put all kind of different flavors in their water, which they turn it into Kool-Aid. Just in case anybody has not told y'all, that y'all are drinking Kool-Aid. Like, I'm just saying, you can't get mad if you don't like if you don't like how you are shaped, you don't like what you are, how you are. You cannot expect somebody else to like it. If you don't like it, why they don't like it? And I'm not saying nobody's perfect, so y'all can save them emails. I'm just saying, like, there's no reason for nobody to have a 44-ounce drink. Give me a reason why they gave you a whole 40 to drink of Coca-Cola. I'm just saying, if you pour Coca-Cola on car batteries and stuff like that, what I look like putting that in my body? I'm not, I mean, y'all, I'm not drinking that. Certain things I'm not drinking. I'm sorry. That's not how that's gonna work. Since you making them compete, it says to have when you are skinny or something. And the crazy thing is, it's not that I'm so skinny, it's just I'm probably the smallest person around there. I'm the size my grandma was. I'm the size my great grandma was. You know, like, no. That is not a ritual for me to be sitting there eating Oreos and cookies and stuff while I'm going to sleep. That is not part of my sleep regimen. It's not. Everything has rules. There is nothing in life that don't have rules, and I don't care what nobody say. So when I hear women say, "Well, I don't want to go on no diets," everything you do, everything you put in your mouth is a diet. Might just be called bad diet, but it's a diet. Why bring it home? Why bring stuff in your house? Why do you bring stuff home that you know, like there's stuff I like, there's tons of stuff that I like that's not good. I don't bring it home. It'll never leave out the grocery store. Not in my car, it won't. You think I'm about to be sitting in my house in Midwest weather with my favorite cookies? I think not. I think not, okay? Everybody has to know what their control button is, right? Everybody has one. Nobody's asking nobody to be perfect. I'm saying if you don't like something, only you can change it. Only you can change it. Nobody else can, You said back in the day was 20 ounces. The portions are bigger. The portions are bigger. You go to London, their portions ain't huge like that. Ask anybody who went to London, UK or anything. People from America normally say their food doesn't taste good. They say it's dry, they say it's tasteless. And because we pump our stuff up with a lot of stuff. So the food can hold in the refrigerator. Like I'm just saying, we don't eat the same stuff. And you see the cereals, the American cereals, they just changed some. And that has to be some stuff in that cereal. For them to change it and take them dyes out that cereal and make some changes to that cereal, that says a lot. They tired of all the kids coming out like baked potatoes. We ain't gonna have no military. Who we gonna have to protect our country if we rotten from the inside out? And y'all know I'm telling the truth. like ask anybody if you've been outside the country or anything, this is where we're at with this, right? So it is what it is. People gonna do what they do, but look at all the what is it, the Crohn's. Seeing a lot of Crohn's happening right now. Them hot Cheetos and that McDonald's on it is tearing us up. It's tearing us up. Right? That's one thing you don't want to have. So, there's all that. Like this one right here. She talking about she this and that. Okay. Yeah, let a couple years set in. Okay. Let a couple years set in. Now let me go over this. What's the name real quick?
Plane to go from DC to LA. I got to the 5150 studios at about 8 p.m. Pacific time. I met Corey Holcomb. I was introduced to him. He shook my hand. Then about, I want to say 5 minutes before the actual show started, I was told, I can't go on the show. I said, okay, cool.
Now, y'all know this is the young lady, Mika. She was with Anton Daniels, and, Corey was saying this was his boo and this and that. I guess Anton told her that she was going to be on the show.
Then I was told that I could sit on the set, but I have to sit off camera. I said, okay.
Now, the worst thing you can do is open your mouth around me. I'm going to be able to cipher who you are. Young lady, as soon as you ride on the lot, it's cameras. As soon as you ride on the lot, it's cameras. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now, D.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. You You saw them get out the car, right?
Yeah, it was in my car still.
What did you observe when they got out the car about their energy together?
It was interesting for sure because, you know, to me, if you're walking up on somebody new, you freely introduce the whole crew.
Right.
And I walked right up to him and he said, "Oh, Miss Darlene," or Miss D, whatever he said, gave me a handshake, what have you. Said, "I'm not a handshaker, I'm a hugger." So we hugged. I introduced myself to the security guard. She was already walking towards the door. And it's not like he stopped her to say, and I thought, to me, I don't know. That's just very strange where it's like,
The
well,
fact that she got out the car and just ran right inside and wasn't with him.
Well, she wasn't near him, yeah, but she was walking more towards the door without him. So I don't know. I just find that very odd because, okay. And then when I came in, I wanted to go up to her and introduce her. And I had already heard this stuff going on because Phil had made it clear. He said, "Hey," because he said, I don't know how that happened. Phil knows, but that where he mentioned something about the seat or a seat or something about her being on the show.
Hey, Phil, I ain't expect you to say this. What happened with, because you told me.
He made it.
You told me when I walked in the door and I was looking like, shit,
Like,
this
what?
pussy motherfucker might not be on the show.
He didn't ask. Yeah. You said,
What happened with him?
He said something about her being on the show, and I said, "Did you talk to Corey about that?" And he was like, "No." So I told him that's probably not going to happen.
yeah,
man.
he did. He said,
Can they hear Phil?
Corey, Corey rarely puts anybody on the show, period. So.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I want to make sure everybody know what happened. Because the broad said he had told her she was going to be on the show 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
So if she got any common sense, she should know this a cake ass nigga. If she got any common sense, she should know.
Now, I don't know why, if he did tell her that or not, right? Maybe he thought he can get her on the show. I don't know. I don't know neither one of them. But this is the aftermath of Anton and Corey Holcomb. This is when he came back on. He started talking about her not being able to get on the show. Of course, Corey went into, she needed to pay a little something to get on his show or whatever. You know how Corey talk. He's a comedian.
And woo woo, but right after the show, he on there with Gooch and Yuck them. On and woo woo, but right after the show, he on there with Gooch and Yuck them. On the phone. Some Zoom shit.
No, you mean where he said
he's saying that I guess
but guys who be up
Anton went on somebody else's show after his show.
At the Coin Academy. I'm like, I thought he said he didn't do that. Yeah. But back on the broad. So it was really sitting in my head. I'm like, oh, this is bitch. Because I know how that shit go. Except, what was that clip we played in the beginning of the show? Yeah. Play it again.
Was it 20,000 or 25,000 people alive?
Why are y'all sitting there like somebody about to play a video? Nobody plays a video.
Yeah, we can't do this like this too much longer, man. This can't be done. It's got to be a producer over there. It's destroying the point. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
What I'm trying to say is this, man. The man claimed Christianity over everything. And Darlene, did you hear me when I said, I think it was before the show started, I said to him, well, the fact that you married is one of the reasons I brought you on here. Because you brag on being married.
Right, I remember that. And then somebody else in the room asked him something about his wife as well. So it was known.
Oh, I guess you.
Now, I would like to know what's wrong with Anton bragging about him being married. I'm just curious.
You can play it. Black people, do you think black people?
I'm a Christian first. I'm a Christian first. I'm a Christian first.
Boy, you use your paper to fuck bitches you would normally never be around. You an ugly ass boy. You an ugly ass.
Now, to be fair, I don't have no dog in this race, right? But don't Corey always say that he paid for it? I mean, that's like, he says that a lot.
Boy, you brag on having no children out of wedlock. You got a picture of his daughter? I'm a dirtbag. You got a picture of his daughter?
That nigga got a picture.
This motherfucker brag on not having no children out of wedlock. What happened?
Now, I would like to know this. What is wrong about bragging about you have no kids out of wedlock? Somebody like to comment on that, because I think that is a great thing if you don't have any kids out of wedlock. But what is what's bad about that? I was confused on that part. I definitely think Corey showing his daughter was definitely out of bounds, right? But this is why you gotta watch who you be beefing with when it comes to the internet. Cause they gonna go all the way back. They gonna find one of my drunk uncles laying on the street. I don't know, right? It has no mercy. It has no mercy. Like this, like that wasn't right. That wasn't right, right? And people was talking about he didn't do this. And why I want to see two older gentlemen fighting? That ain't gonna do nothing for us. I don't want to see nobody having a sciatic nerve a moment on camera, okay? And like he said, you know, if I think if you fight on your YouTube channel, I think you have like a 30-day suspension or something like that. So was Anton trying to bait him in? I don't know. I will say this. I don't understand why people will go to anybody's platform knowing that y'all have completely different views, and especially if you express yourself in a way that can end up in a 300 battle. I would not, you know what I mean? Like, no, I would not go. Like, I'm not going on a super extra feminism show. Like, there's no reason for me to be a guest on there. They're going to have me muted or they're going to kick me off. I don't know. And I will not debate somebody who is dead set on being right. When you see somebody is not moving in your direction and you cannot change your mind, like, I don't understand how those conversations even happen. Some people like red, some people like blue. You can't make them like something they don't like. You just can't. You cannot. Grits and Bacon said Corey is what's wrong with black folks. I mean, yeah, it is. You know, and you know, ghettos. It's crazy to me, you know. Like, just think about like that was wild to me. That was wild to me when he said, you know, he bragged about not having kids out of wedlock. Like that is something that people should brag about. There's nothing about I mean, who, like, if you ain't got you ain't got to have a whole bunch of kids in different area codes and zip codes, don't. You won't even be able to watch them grow up. You know, you can't watch them grow up, you know. And this is not about me having a personal thought about neither one of them. I'm saying, like, that's like how, like, really big women, like, she, you know, she thinks she cute because she's small. Like, that's what that sounds like almost. Why would, like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's on the healthy side of life, right? You being there for your kids, you know. I'm just saying. I don't know what to say. It says JW said I watch SBC and TBRM having it out turned me off immediately. Somebody was having it out. Are you talking about this whole little thing that they got going on? Yeah, I do think bringing the kids in, you know, him bringing the kids in. I don't know where he got that picture from, but that was out of bounds, you know. The kid didn't do nothing, you know. She's a kid. It looked like one of them pictures, like she might be on a track or something like that. I mean, if I was on the track team and I just ran, you know, I just ran a whole bunch of laps, I mean, I'm probably gonna be looking like my father. I mean, it is what it is, right? But I do think this whole conversation was unnecessary, right? You know, people do different things for clout nowadays on either side, right? On either side. So I will say this, right? Like, I mean, people don't care which direction they're going in sometimes, as long as it's making views. This is why you got them. I'll put this in the same direction. People that sit there and eat their self until they're not here no more. The mukbangs, There's nothing coming out of that. There's nothing coming out of that. You cannot eat that much food. And this is, I'll put this in the same analogy, right? This could have ended bad. And I think it was something that could have been avoided. I think it happened. They said that Anton was on somebody else's show. He got into it before. I'm not aware of that. So I'm not aware of that situation. But I will say, I don't want to see two men with sciatica rolling on the floor anywhere on the internet. That sets us back. That does not help us, at all. Let me see. It said JW said, Anna, it turned me off when Corey and Anton. And it should. Like, that was disheartening. I don't want to see neither one of them talking about eating meat and calling each other bees and different things like that. Like, for what? And then how the internet turned and was like, well, they was a punk and you should have did this. Like, where's that gonna get us? What's that gonna do? That doesn't help us. Like, I don't want to go in a direction. I don't want to jump into the fire. And them getting into it, really actually putting hands on each other, would have been jumping into the fire. And come on, they both got big platforms. Like, do something with your platform. You can talk about everything that's going on in the world. Take it, do something with it. The cyberbullying should be a lawsuit. I think some people got sued for cyberbullying before. Yes, they have. There was a case where there was a guy on there, and I guess he had a girlfriend, and I think that was kind of cyberbullying. And he kept telling her he was going to unalive himself, and she said, "Do it." I think she texted him back, and even she did it on her phone, and she did it online, and she kept saying, "Do it, do it, do it." And I think they charged her. I think they charged her with that because she was hyping this man that was not in his right. He wasn't in his right mind. It was a 311 call at best. And this is the type of stuff you got to watch out for. Like that young lady I played earlier, right? You got to be careful about what all goes into your mind sometimes, because this type of stuff that goes, I mean, some of that you can't sleep off. Some of this you can't sleep off. And some things you can't take back. You can't take back a lot of the stuff that comes out of your mouth, And I think this was one of them situations. I don't know if Anton responded. I haven't went and looked. Maybe y'all know. I don't know, right? Hopefully this is the last week of this, right? Of them going back and forth. I'm not going back and forth for anybody because however they feel, that's how they feel, right? Corey's thing, he was saying that Anton don't say nothing to white men. And I think Anton's theory was Corey Holcomb was what was his thing with him? He said that he says whatever he wants to say to black people. Yeah, he said that he pretty much just feeds into black people. He's pretty much he called him like almost like a black person's puppet, right? So you got two men like oil and water. I don't understand why they was even on the same platform. Who knows? They might be kicking it, having fun with each other. People do that. We'll never know. Just like the same thing I said with politics. You never know what's going on. Just because they put it on the news don't mean that's what's happening. Just like that ballroom y'all think is getting built at the White House. Who knows what they building over there, okay? They feed us what they want us to see, right? So we need to start being aware of that. And, everything that you see online ain't always real either, baby. I'm telling you, it ain't always real. And you got to have thick skin to be on social media. Even me and my platform. And, I used to be on TikTok. And so I'm used to coming on here. This is my first year over here at YouTube. But I'm used to it. I'm used to somebody coming at me with saying something they don't like. Like, you're going to have that. You're going to have that pushback. But you got to know, this is like what they said, you got to know how to tell Diddy no. You got to tell some platforms, no, I don't want to go on your show. Because this is what you get. You can't mix bleach and pneumonia. It don't mix. It don't mix. So, like I always say, I said I was going to talk about this very briefly, and that was it for me. It was this, it was a lot of things that you can't take back. That's all. That's all I got to say. Hit that like button, guys. Go out the thing and hit it. The like button is free. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. As always, put in the chat if this is your first time in here. I'm on here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's just in case you didn't know. As always, guys, I'm going to put logic before emotions all the time. Thank you, babies. I appreciate you. Appreciate the support y'all been giving me. I got more to come. I promise. Hit that like button on the way out the door.